What's up? It's Todd, episode 2 of Cavecast. This one we got Tyler, Marshall, and Chris is in it. And it gets pretty deep with some science. We get into other topics. It's going to be funny. It's good. Had a good time. Enjoy, comment, like, share. Take it to work.
Exactly. I'm sure you guys got a curled up mustache too.
Yep, I got like the.
How did I guess that right?
Basically, what my facial hair looks like now is exactly what my character has. Yeah. My girlfriend's like, "Why do you want to shave that?" It's just like, well, that's what I want to do right now. We're talking about it at work, and it's like we're talking about Red Dead Redemption at work. I'm like, man, I would look good with that because you can go to the barber. You can grow, his hair grows out. Like, your facial hair and hair grows out over a time period. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Get the hair tonic.
I would just let it go.
I did, and it was like huge beard, long ass hair. I'm like, that's fucking looking too much like me, and I got a bad cough just like he's got. A little bit of a spoiler there for you.
Oh, you're way behind, are you?
Yeah, Marshall's behind me. Marshall got it before me. I'm like, flew by him. He's like, I'm on chapter, what are you on?
Chapter 4 now.
You're on chapter 4? Yeah, I think I'm on 8.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I got it like 2 weeks after him or something like that. And then...
And I've been playing it, like, regularly. So that, like, just shows how much Todd's been playing it.
I just dedicated myself to, like... I'll just be like, I'm going to do story missions right now. Like, I got a whole bunch of side mission shit.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty open. It's kind of like an Assassin's Creed kind of thing. There's like there's a storyline missions.
But in
1892.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're riding with a gang, and there's like things you can do with the gang, like you set up camp. There's like this big campground. That's where like your home base is. So that's where you go to like to sleep and to fucking...
Right.
There's free food there. Or you can set up like what he does. He goes out hunting. You can go hunting.
Right.
You can go hunting and you can set up like a camp. You make a fire and you're like... Your guy's kneeling by the fire and you get like an option. It's like cook, craft, leave, sleep.
Pitch a tent.
Yeah, you pitch the tent. You can put the tent up. Did you buy the coffee percolator?
Yes.
Yeah, so when you buy that, then you have the option to make coffee.
Okay.
So your guy brews up a pot of coffee, pours it, and then it's like, drink or dump. And it's like, drink, and he drinks it, drink it again. You get like 3 sips out of it, then he fucking puts his cup away.
Every time you go to a saloon, you like go up to the bartender, you get either a beer or a whiskey for 50 cents or $1.
You can eat.
Get
fried lamb. I'm like, fuck yeah.
I would eat fried lamb. I don't know.
You can go to
I'd eat it.
some of the there's like the hotels and they have like there's an option, it's a bath. You go to a bath and it like the old thing gets into this like wooden tub and it gives you the options to like wash. So you like do one body part, it's like left leg, right leg, arms and a head.
You actually have to wash each part.
Yeah, and it fucking he'll do his head and then like there's a knock on the door and it's like this chick is like, would you like an upgrade? And it's like upgraded bath, 50 cents. You're like, fucking right. I got like $1,000, dude. I'm swimming in it. I'm just buying whatever the fuck I want. I had like
some hot bitch walks in.
Yeah, and starts like sudsing you up, and like you can talk to her, or you can tell her to shut up.
Oh yeah.
But you can't fuck prostitutes.
Oh, okay.
You can tie him to the back of a horse and drag him.
Oh, you can do whatever you want.
You could, yeah.
Dude, I've literally just ridden down the road with my mask on. Yeah, you can put like your bandana over your face.
Right,
like,
okay.
And I've just been blowing people apart with a shotgun. I got the repeater shotgun.
Yep. The repeater's good.
Just full tilt. Boom! And just like you see their head explode off the horse.
Oh,
yeah. You like... Then you get... what's that, like, reputation points or whatever? That goes up and down. If you do good deeds, like if you help people out, it goes up. If you just shoot shit up, it goes down. Yeah, you get a big minus if you kill a horse.
Oh, yeah.
If you kill enough horses, like, the townspeople be like, horse killer! Like, they'll fucking yell at you for it. Oh, yeah.
Why are you going out killing horses, though? Like...
Well,
What did they do
for
to
a
you?
while there, it was like when I would want to rob a stagecoach, I would just shoot the fucking horse instead of trying to like ride up and like aim at the guy. I'm just like boom, drop a fucking nag and fucking
Interesting way.
Yeah, take everything out.
carriage just flips and you're like, there we go, everyone's dead. And I'll break into that lockbox. I want to rob banks, but it's really hard when you're like doing it by yourself. Like when it's part of the storyline.
Yeah.
And you got like your crew, it's easy because they're just holding off the cops or some shit. But like when you do it yourself, it's like all of a sudden you're in a shootout. It's like I didn't even get into the safe.
Yeah. It shouldn't be that easy, right? Or otherwise you wouldn't play it.
Oh, I'd fucking just rob banks all the time.
I'd do a heist though, like in real life though, like I feel like that's something.
If you could get away with it, you'd be like, oh yeah.
I feel like I could get away with it. I mean, I watched enough movies and I know enough tech and shit like that. I feel like I could do it. Like, have you ever?
Would
seen
you do like what Heat was when they like tried to break in at night?
Likely, yeah.
Or,
it's cover of darkness, yeah. But
What's the other one there
reduced
where
number
they
of
fucking
security,
just start
yeah.
shooting everybody?
Crazy, like,
yeah, like
it makes all my other
there's all kinds of heist movies where there's always that guy who's the crazy guy that shoots him, and that's you. That'd be you in this scenario.
I don't know. I think I'd be the guy that
loose
just
cannon.
like doesn't fire the first shot, but then everyone else just like wastes everybody, and
Okay.
it's like, let's fucking go. It's
Yeah.
like you made me do this.
I would not be taking the first shot. That's it's not. You got to do it without shooting.
Yeah,
Otherwise
I
you
wouldn't
haven't
want. I
done it
wouldn't want to
right.
shoot either.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. If you do it right, then it's.
What's
like,
the movie where they rob like a bank and they all have duffel bags and they're like running through the streets in LA, like with ARs, and they're like in a shootout running scene.
No, I don't know.
And I think one of them gets
Doable.
shot in the leg or something, goes down.
I think it's Heat.
Is that Heat?
I think it's Heat with Val Kilmer.
I fell asleep
and,
on that movie.
Robert De Niro.
Well,
I think you're right.
2 in the
It's
morning.
Heat. That is a good movie, though.
Yeah, I should go back and watch it because like I said, I watched the first hour or two and then I fell asleep and I haven't watched it again, so I don't really remember.
Connor
What's going
enters
on,
the
man?
room.
Yeah,
A little bit.
you're looking at it.
We went from talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 to robbing banks in real
Well, you're
life.
talking about heists, and like I said, I
Talking about
think like it's a good idea.
bridges.
See, this is
Do
a
it.
bad idea
Do
because
it.
we just recorded this. So if there's ever like a heist in Harrow, they're gonna be like, "It's fucking Todd and Ty."
Yeah, but they gotta prove that we did. I say the fact that I would do it is not give any details of actually doing that. And I would,
true.
and the other thing, you don't do it where you live. That's stupid.
Texas.
Yeah.
Oh.
You bury the car in your backyard.
I don't want to. I don't want to do it in Texas because I want to move to Texas if I had that much money.
You would have to then cross state lines. That's a bad idea. No, you would do it in like Petrolia or something like that. No, actually, that's no. Seriously though, you would go to a much smaller town because you're not going to have as much security, right? You have less likely you got to fire a gun.
Okay, you know what my thought
That's
was?
always small
'cause
towns.
I'm like sadistic as fuck in this.
Yeah.
If I were to rob the bank in Harrow, which the police station is across the road, I would blow up the police station and then just immediately rob the fucking bank.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
It's a
Yeah.
good thing you guys are talking about this.
I was like, I'm
definitely
thinking,
not do
for some
that.
reason I was thinking the other day, I'm like, that's like the only way because
Gordon put online.
the response
We're
time
not
would be
doing it.
30 seconds.
It's not real.
What happens when it happens?
It's like saying
though?
I'll kill you. I won't actually kill you. That's
I'm
what
not.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I'm not gonna rob the bank in Harrow.
No, we're not actually gonna do it, but in theory, I feel like I could get away with it.
I don't want to be on the run for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Wait until all the cops go out to the harbor to catch fucking Lonnie or whatever his name is.
What, touching kids?
Yeah, it's fucking.
He's starting to be that guy. I
His
think.
operation. He's weird.
He's lost it. I think. Didn't he have like
Jen
a
went the other
breakdown?
day to get a prescription, and she's like, "How much is it?" And she's like, "Free." Lonnie's giving everything away today.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then Lonnie was tying balloons on people's hands.
Oh my
Jen's just
god.
like, "Yeah, no, thank you." And he's just like, "Please take it." So she took it home. Yeah, so she comes home with this balloon and a free prescription. She's like, "Fuck, should have done all my prescriptions at once."
just call back. Be like, I need everything updated.
Yeah.
Just send it
Yeah,
immediately.
there you go.
They get it for free.
What
Like,
the
you want
hell?
her to take the balloon or the
How
drug?
do you fucking just give away drugs? Like, how does that happen?
it feels wrong. in
I
so many
don't think
levels.
that's right. Like, some
Yeah.
part of me is like, that ain't right. I'm pretty sure that's like government regulated substance.
He was like, how do I start a business that I have customers that keep coming back, like keep returning? And I'm like, prescriptions, like medication, like people need that over and over again. So I built a pharmacy. But like that's how like he like that was the beginning of the pharmacy.
Yeah, but I like it there though. Like they do a good job. There's way too many people working there.
I've never
Seems
been there.
like.
It's
Oh, yeah.
I get my prescriptions from shoppers.
They have the what?
Yeah.
The obnoxious. All read everything.
The
Oh, yeah.
The
Chevy
whatever the fuck.
HHR.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the
Great.
trucks and
Corvette,
all
2
that.
red Dodge Rams, red Mustang.
yeah.
I thought he had
oh, no.
3 red
Yellow
Rams.
Mustang.
Yeah.
Oh, does he still have that stupid fucking Hummer?
Yeah.
I think
Envy
so.
on the back? Oh,
Yeah, but it's like,
so
yeah.
stupid.
Yellow though.
that's like
isn't
a Lyndon Barnett thing.
it? Yeah.
Name drop.
Yeah, names getting strong.
I'm gonna get a DM from Lyndon. What the fuck, bro? Shut up.
Don't buy anything from BCF Customs. They're fucking.
Oh my
crooks. Owes me $350 cash though. At least he owes me less money than he owes Todd.
Cash.
How much
Yeah,
are you waiting for the seats? Todd?
$400.
There we go.
Yeah.
Who's got more than that?
Brutal.
Who needs more money? He owe you anything, Connor?
Who does?
Lyndon, he owe you any money?
Oh, watch out. But yeah,
Don't do any deals with London.
I don't even know who that is exactly. I don't think.
Burnett?
Liz right
Looks
here.
like right
Oh,
there.
that guy.
We can
Oh,
throw a
Yeah.
dog poo bag in his backyard.
we wouldn't see it. His dog is huge.
big
It must have
motherfucker would eat
massive
I
shits.
thought he
Yeah.
died.
Oh, I don't know.
No, they got another one.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Yeah, it's a big dog. Great Dane, right?
I don't know
So-
why people
Right,
want
it's
those
huge
fucking.
cock.
Ricky's cousins
Big
bought
red
one of those. I'm
rocket.
like, why do you want
Man,
this
I would
fucking
love that
horse
big
in your
dog.
goddamn
Yeah.
house?
Just so you can have
Like, my
it.
lab is more than enough dog for a house.
Yeah.
One German Shepherd.
Yeah, like that
Yeah,
is
that'd be
that
nice.
is that is like
Like, if you
the
had
biggest
good
I would
time.
go.
Right?
But it'd be sick.
You're the
So
smartest
loyal.
dog, or should be. That's why they use them as attack dogs and stuff, right? Because they're super intelligent. You can train them.
It depends on which family they come from, and then also.
How you train it.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
no.
you're shit owner,
Because
you have a
my
shit
grandparents
dog.
had
Yeah.
multiple German Shepherds, and some were good and some were stupid. So,
Yeah.
and like I got a buddy, and also it's their where they live too. If you don't have a huge yard for them to run around, they're gonna be super crazy all the time.
Well, no, not necessarily. You don't need a yard. You have to
Brad's
exercise
a
them.
pretty
Man.
good
Yeah.
trainer. Takes his dog for a lot of walks, but they live in a house in the city, and that dog is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fun. It's always easier to have pets if you have lawn.
Yeah.
Space.
A lawn. Have a long lawn.
It's a long lawn right there.
You know what I hate? I hate that my dog has to be on a fucking rope when she goes out.
No, I'm joking.
That's
Steve's
that
like, "We go to
well,
race
don't
tomorrow?"
let
Like,
it
"Well,
bite
that's nice."
somebody. That's what it's.
It's like-
the
She
reason
won't. She
it's
won't
there.
bite anybody, but she just like she'll
Yeah,
just
but everyone
run
else,
off.
but everyone else doesn't know that though. That's the
Yeah.
problem. That's why you have to do it. Because
Well-
lowest common denominator. Because that's why.
That and the
why
neighbor's
law.
dog is a fucking douchebag.
Exactly. It's not for your dog. It's for these shit dogs.
Yeah.
That's sort of the point. It's the lowest common denominator. Everyone's got to do it. It's like seatbelts. You only need it when you get in an accident, but
I don't like football. Shoot,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, Red Dead is definitely a fucking game you should get into.
Yeah.
Emily tonight?
I'll have to check it out. I never actually really played it. I don't think so.
What do you guys do?
It
We fucking binge watched Harry Potter last
it's
night.
neat.
It's like Grand Theft Auto, but
Yeah, I like
But-
it better than Grand Theft Auto. Like
yeah.
the only thing that gets like in the way, but at the same time you enjoy it, is you have to ride your horse. There's no like fast travel. Well, there is a
Oh.
little bit, but you have to be at like your home camp,
Yeah.
And that's the only place. Yeah, you can buy a
You have
fast
to,
travel
like,
map.
go-
Yeah, literally.
But you can,
through a carriage system.
yeah, or you can use the carriages or a train. But that's it. But you have to go to like a train station or where the carriage is. So you have to ride
Yeah,
there.
see, like Assassin's Creed, you have all the fast travel.
Yeah,
and
you
all
can-
that. So
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. This is like without the jumping around. Like it's
Yeah,
it's
no,
more
there's-
it's more like Grand Theft Auto mechanics, but the side mission piece more like the Assassin's Creed kind of thing.
Yeah, it'd be like the new like Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
It's got you got all that other shit you can do if you just want to make some money and stuff.
Oh, I got PS1 right there. It's got Grand Theft Auto Original, like number one.
Okay, is that one like an overhead
Yeah.
view only?
And the controls are so bad, but I still managed to play it for quite a long time.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
so
You have
good.
machine guns and pistols and get chased by the cops and all that stuff. I did bank heists on that. It's pretty good. It's basically just you have 4 or 5 lives, and you can get caught by the cops like 3 or 4 times, and then whatever your score is, that's your final score.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just a high score kind of thing, and if you get enough score, you'll move on to the next thing, whatever that is, whatever new portion of the city or new missions and all that. But yeah, once you're dead, you have to start over. So do the same mission 1 over again.
That's kind of cool.
So it's okay. But I mean, it's so old.
The only one I've ever played was like the oldest one was Grand Theft Auto 3 because it came with remember the Vice City Grand Theft Auto combo pack for what is that?
PS3 probably.
No, that would have been PS2
Oh.
and Xbox.
Was
Because
that on
I had it for Xbox.
Okay.
And I remember I was like, fuck Grand Theft Auto 3, I'm just in it for Vice City. And I like played Vice City, beat Vice City multiple times, and then fucking tried to play 3 and it was like, this isn't Vice City. Went back to Vice City.
It was way better, yeah. It's a big jump.
Yeah.
Vice City was damn good.
I
Grand Theft
was
Auto 5
gonna
is
say,
fucking
did you play
awesome.
GTA 5?
GTA 5 is huge,
So
yeah.
fun to play that.
Like the online is just insane. Like I follow them on Instagram and you swear to Christ it was like an actual thing. Like they posted a picture the other day, so they just uploaded a new car into their system
Right.
that you can buy, and it looks like a fucking what is that? The Mercedes SLR,
Right.
that big long
that-
hood coupe thing. Yeah,
Right.
It looks just like that, and
Huge
it's like,
front end, yeah.
yeah, I seen it. I'm like, is that fucking real? And I'm like,
That's
oh,
what
it's
they're
fucking
based on, those cars, right?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
supposed to be. Like in the original one, you can tell one's supposed to be a Viper, one's supposed to be a Porsche.
Yeah,
Like they
the
call
Banshee was the Viper.
it was the Beast.
Oh, the
Beast
Beast.
GTS or whatever was the Vipers
Okay.
in this one.
Because
Yeah.
in 3
Yeah.
and like Vice City and that, it was the Banshee was the Viper,
Nice.
and then the what the fuck was
That's familiar.
the Lamborghini?
The Farbino.
No.
I can't remember.
Probably not Farbino.
But now they have even more of them.
Farbini.
Like
Yeah.
they still have Bobcat is like the fucking trucks,
Right.
but they're like the Bobcat truck is like this dually F350 looking thing. It's pretty titties.
You guys already jam it out?
We played a little bit earlier. Yeah.
Podcast instead.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly. Mostly
Dude,
just podcasts.
show our jam to Connor.
I didn't save it.
You
Yeah.
didn't say
Yeah.
believe that?
No, I
Oh my
closed
God.
it
So
and
good,
it
too.
didn't. I
We're
didn't
all
save
high
by
on lyrics,
accident.
Connor.
Oh,
Forgot
man.
that it was on there.
Yeah, I was
Oh, you
singing.
realize you had 3 mics going here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna have the other one. It's the wireless mic's really noisy, so I didn't even use it. Gonna have to get a new one, or not. When I get other mics, gonna get different mics. Room mic. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get another one of those large diaphragm mics, and that'll be a room mic.
You know, soundproof the room.
I don't know how
Surround
much more I'll
system.
have to do with it. Right? It's not actually too bad because of the high ceilings and the angles of the ceilings, and the false beams and stuff. The sound gets trapped pretty good. So It doesn't need to be shaped too much.
I'm not gonna come over one day and you got those fucking foam cones
Yeah,
everywhere.
I was gonna do something like that, but I don't. There's enough other things with the chair and stuff that are absorbing sound. It's not bad.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I was thinking though the other day, like sitting out there right on the other side, and then it's like a vocal booth, right? Like when you record or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
Oh,
do it that way.
okay.
Yeah.
Quantum physics. You were
Oh,
gonna
yes.
you were gonna take me into
Oh,
this.
shit.
Okay.
Here
I'll
we
just
go.
physics in general because
Buckle
we kind of
up.
got to talk about some of the other things. So, how much of the history do you want? How far back do we want to go here?
You fucking
Build.
you're the captain of this
Learn
ship.
me
You
physics.
yeah,
Okay.
you tell me what
Learn
you
me
want me to
physics.
know.
Okay, physics really.
All right, let's set the bar here. I've watched all of Pyramid Code, so that's where my brain can handle. So you can go a little more than that, but too much, I'll fucking die.
Okay. So, I guess physics really started with Sir Isaac Newton. So back in like 1492, that he really set up what was called Newtonian physics. Newtonian, right? So what that was is kind of gravity was a central theme. and-
He's the guy the apple fell on his head.
Yeah, so that actually didn't happen. That's just an adage, just a myth that people think, but it was something like that that helped him get gravity as a concept. So in any event, so that's really where you had to create calculus to kind of solve some of the basics. So that's where it really started from, and then that took us quite a long ways. That kind of does everything that's normal in life and kind of at normal speeds, and it kind of does our everyday stuff really well. But there is a bit more advanced side of physics, which came in with Einstein, which is known as relativity. You have general relativity and special relativity. And the whole concept was based around the fact that they weren't sure if inertial mass and gravitational mass were the same things. And basically Einstein said, no, well, they are, and we'll prove it by dropping two things kind of deal, and prove that what's known as the equivalency principle.
Is that the one where they put like the apple on the book and drop them at the same time?
Yeah, in a vacuum, which proves that now inertial mass and gravitational mass are equal. So, because of that, he was able to create general relativity and special relativity, all the rules that happen at really large scales and at really high speeds. That it's all the weird stuff that happens then. That's general relativity and special relativity. So it's an extension of what Newton was saying. And so the other side of the coin is what happens in the really small, and that's quantum physics. So quantum is basically means super small, really tiny. Quantize, anyways. The quantum physics is trying to explain what happens at the atomic level, subatomic level, but it does a very good job in a lot of cases, but it's still debated on how exactly that works. And there's not really a great tie yet between general relativity, special relativity, and quantum physics. Okay, so where we're at right now is we have a understanding that quantum physics is a probabilistic model. So that means that things are likely to be in a certain point in space. But we don't really know that until you observe it, right? So the answer is all possibilities, and up until you look at it, and then it's the one thing that it is, that it will show you that. So this is shown through like the double slit experiment and things along that lines, but it's not as straightforward as that. So there's a lot of really bizarre things that happen, like for example quantum tunneling. That's when you have an electron that is able to actually jump across a barrier it wouldn't likely be able to go through. It should be, so an electron going through a wire hits into a non-conducting material. It shouldn't be able to go through it. But in the probabilistic model, there is probabilities where it does actually make it through there. Even though it doesn't seem like it should, it will show up on the other side. So an electron can be in multiple places at once. It's sort of known as superposition. There's another thing that's kind of bizarre, is like acting at a distance. So you can have two electrons whose each electron has a spin associated with it, and you can actually have multiple electrons that will be tied to each other. So if you set the spin of one a certain way, the other one will follow that exact thing. Right? That's acting at a distance. That's there's a lot of really weird things that happen at the subatomic level to electrons and other particles that cause these bizarre behaviors, and basically we're stretching math to get down to that level to say, okay, this is how it works, this isn't how it works. And so it's very hard to test that stuff right now, so our limitation is the technologies to figure it out. So yeah, I think what's really going to be interesting, and I just learned about this the other day, is when we really figure out inertia. That's one thing we don't have a great grasp on exactly what it is, and there's some new theories around how mass interacts with the space-time, and basically that can actually solve the issue of dark matter. And what dark matter and dark energy is right now, with all the quantum physics stuff and all the relativity and all the equations we have right now, there's like we can't account for like 90% of the mass or the energy that's in the universe. So we just call it dark energy and dark matter because we don't know what it is. But yeah, anyways, this new theory should take care of that.
And then what happens?
And then we have a unified theory, and then when we have that, we have a good understanding of exactly how everything works in the universe, how the mechanics of everything work. So it ties large bodies with quantum physics, and now we have one set of equations that works for everything. When we know that, we can start picking away at some of those pieces and variables and parameters in the equations and trying to tweak them so that we can control the world at that next level. So, like I said, a good example is if we can figure out how to control the effect of inertial mass, then we can drop our mass really low, and that means if you have a force against it, you would have a really high acceleration, right? So you would basically, it would solve our energy problems because you would be able to move around on something that was basically weighed nothing, right? So any amount of driving would be really easy because it would be a super, super ultra light car, right? So stuff like that. So I think that's really where the next major leap is going to come in. So like I said, they're just figuring out that this principle exists, and they were just able to show it. Now, if we can control that in a specific way, that's when we're going to make a big leap, and we'll have flying saucers.
How would they make it a super light car? Like, would they just have this mathematical equation and just be like,
yeah,
well, what is it made from? Just math?
Yeah, well, basically what would happen is the particles that make up you, like that whatever thing you're trying to push through space, it would be able to react against the space so that it wouldn't be resisting its movement. So it basically would almost create like a force field around it itself, so that it wouldn't interact with the rest of the ether that's around you, essentially. So it allows you to basically slip through space like
So
like
this would be like a machine.
It's like lubing you up through space kind of thing.
So what, you'd like build a car, put it in a machine that...
Yeah, there'd be a thing you would strap in there and be create a magnetic field, or however you would...
Okay.
So that figuring out... So once we have that equation, we can figure out ways to use technology to get at and adjust that, and adjust it the specific way we want to. And so you need the basic physics, the theories, to come up with the application to the theory, which is the engineering side of things. That's the difference between theoretical physicists and engineers. This is trying to explain how it is, the theory of it. The other one is saying, okay, now that I have the theory, what can I do with it? How is this useful to me? How can I exploit this? That's basically what we got to do as a society. That's what I think, anyways.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mind blowing yet, sort of?
Yeah. Any of that sink in?
Oh yeah. I'm keeping up.
It's a really complicated subject, right? It's really complicated math. It's the brightest people in the world are working on this, right? So
It's
but
crazy that like math is what is like
yeah, and
drives technologies.
it's funny because there's two ways to think of math. There's two philosophies on math. One is that we are creating it to match the world we're in, right? So we're just making up the rules as we go because we found something that is that way. The other way of saying is math is inherent in our nature and we're discovering it. It was already there and we're just pulling that information. So it depends on your philosophy of your elementary number theory, essentially.
So what you're telling me is math is like the force.
Well, it could be, yeah.
Could be.
So that's kind of the thing, right?
Fucking knew it.
Yeah, that's essentially. It's not saying the same thing, but yeah, pretty close to that.
Well, it binds everything.
Yeah,
Math is.
yeah. Well, it's and like I said, the question
Math
is
like
it there?
marriage. It binds everything together.
It could be, yeah.
Everlasting bond.
I mean, it's not exactly that. No, it's like that's more space time is what bonds everything together, I
Yeah,
guess.
okay.
So space time is more like JB Weld.
But JB Weld?
Yeah, you know what that is?
No.
It comes in like a toothpaste container, and you can weld plastic together.
It's
with
a
it.
2-part mix. and
Oh, it's epoxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but it's
Two-part
it's
epoxy
hard.
is what
It's
it
like
sounds
hard.
cement,
like.
It goes hard, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's a
definitely
farmer tool.
No, it works.
Oh,
Gorilla glue.
Yeah.
Whatever-
I used
whatever
Gorilla Glue
works.
for a school project. It worked really good, and then Pat broke it. I was really upset.
Fuck Pat.
Motherfucker.
Fucking bad.
I don't know which Pat it was.
So, okay, so what's your theory on time travel? Like, do you think that is something that is very near or nowhere near?
Okay, so there's sort of two things on that. One is there's a couple ways of sort of approaching the problem. One was how Stephen Hawking approached it. He sent out invitations to a party, but he actually waited until after the party to send the invitations out to prove that. And basically, what he was saying is, if there was any time travelers come to my party, and since nobody showed up, therefore there's no time travels, right? Because they would know about this and they would have come back to show that they were there.
Maybe you just
So it's
didn't
one way.
send
So
it
that's
to
way.
the right person.
Well, it's no
There
because
could have been a time traveler sitting at his house. He's like, "Where the fuck's the invitation? I don't know where he lives."
it went out on the news, and so everyone knew about it after the fact. So it's in written
Yeah, so
history.
anybody could have went back. Yeah.
Including people 100 years from now know about the written history and have the video and could possibly have come back
Let's
if they
do it.
had
We
it.
need to go to his dinner party.
Okay,
Bring an
yeah.
iPad.
We
with
didn't.
us.
We didn't is the point though, right? Because he had it and no one showed up, so therefore time travel never happened, never existed. Also, number two, the science says that it doesn't exist as well. Yeah, you can't do it. It's not possible to go backwards in time.
Okay. What about forwards?
Now that's controversial. Some people say you can, some people say you can't.
Technically can.
You can, and that is exactly it's special relativity. If you go near the speed of light, time is actually slower for you. If you perceive it, your body actually isn't affected as much. Like time slows down for you in that high speed inertial reference frame. If you want to use through technical terms.
Now, what about teleportation?
See, that is possible and that exists. Actually, they have done that. So IBM did it, I want to say 10 plus years ago. They were able to send a CCM atom across the, I don't know, their workspace, whatever. Like they sent one atom, teleported it, and it showed up somewhere else a ways away. So yes, teleportation does exist. IBM knows how to do it.
So, what are they doing with it?
I have no idea. They probably haven't figured it out yet. So there's a lot of details that you have to get right for teleportation. There's sort of three things. Not only do you have to get the physical stuff from here to here. You got to get it in the right order, and then all the spins and everything have to be all the same. So you have to basically find a way of creating that, replicating that at a distance, either by sending it across space-time or recreating it there and being able to do it at that quantum level, at that such a low level that you're capturing every essence of existence on either side. And then you have to have a way of sending their consciousness over that distance if you want to teleport somebody. So that's another layer that you have to have, and then you have to send all of
that
the
would have been
past
like
consciousness.
you almost like would have
as
cloned them. Like,
well, that's the thing.
like
Is it
copied the body, like copy and paste?
well, that's exactly it. So if I'm doing my sending it through space and getting it over here, how is it getting there is one thing. Am I just recreating and creating a clone? But if I do that, I gotta feed the same consciousness so that it's a seamless transition or near seamless transition, right? Don't want to lose their memories or who they are. Or you have to get all of that right as well. So
Could you
sending a
imagine?
human is
First guy that goes freaks out. I don't know what it is.
we have an arm, have an arm coming out of his face. Like, yeah, I mean, no, it's it's good. We're gonna make mistakes along the way.
Yeah, didn't they turn that animal inside out on Galaxy Quest?
And Tim Allen's just like, what the hell?
But see, I'm bold. I would be that guy. I'll do it. I'm not fully knowing I'm gonna have an arm coming out of my face because science, bitches. We should be advancing.
I feel like they would probably send like a monkey through.
Oh, exactly. No, yeah.
Before they did that.
Exactly. It would be hard to tell from the monkey though if you could see if his personality changed or what happened there. It would be kind of tough, but you could get a
you'd know the physical at least.
You'd get a sense, yeah.
You'd be able to know.
Tell if his legs and arms switched though. They look the same. Got hands on his feet.
I think if it's coming out of his face, you'll be aware of that.
Yeah, I think that I feel like scientists could figure out if like the leg and the arm have swapped.
If he looks like Elephant Man at the end.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, teleportation's a thing that's coming. It's just that's a ways out still. We'll have to. Well, okay, 2029 is where everything is kind of. That's when it's all going to happen within 3 years, sort of after that. Majority of everything will be figured out. Because 2029 is what's supposed to be known as the singularity. So that's a principle in artificial intelligence. Yeah, exactly. So at that point, the AI is going to be as smart, if not way smarter than the average person, and be able to create another entity that is as smart or smarter than a person. Yeah. So it'll be smarter than we are, and be able to create things smarter.
Is that good or bad?
Well, that's the question: is how will AI decide what to do with us when they realize they're beyond us, right? They may find out that we are really bad for the planet and they want to keep the planet a certain way. They may figure out, no, it's compassion and those are the values that they're going to have. So it'll be interesting to see the values, that system that the AI comes up with once it knows everything, right? So it'll be very interesting to see. The answer is we don't know. But it's Y2K all over again, right? It's just something will happen, and we just don't know what it is yet. So, because the thought is, or potentially, that it basically will end up being this like soupy silver metallic blobby thing, and it will just kind of start touching things and creating conscious life out of inanimate objects, and it will basically just spread across the universe, bringing unabashed life to everything, right? Like an extreme super intelligence, and it'll be this next level of consciousness, and there's all kinds of crazy things that could happen, right? Or they could just take us out. So you never know.
Okay, so you got that theory. Now, aliens.
Yeah.
Like, where does that come into all that, though?
It doesn't come into it exactly. It's totally separate from it. But do I believe aliens exist? That's
that's the thing. If you believe they exist and they're that higher power thing, do you think they would let that advanced life form or AI that we invent hurt us?
Yeah. I think depending on how you okay. So what I believe is that there's at least a couple other species somewhere else, and they have come and visit us, and we're in contact with some alien forms, right? Um, Possibly. You never know, but seems to be a lot of things pointing that direction. Um, I really think that I don't want to say this. Um, I think that the aliens are afraid of what we're doing, right? I mean, we're polluting on a mass scale, we're killing each other, and all the crazy shit that goes on, right? I think that they're afraid of what we'll do, but they will let us just kill ourselves, essentially. Yeah, destroy ourselves. It's our own. It's up to us. That why would if they were screwed up, would we really go over there and help them? Probably not. We're still got to figure out our own problems. So I think it's probably the.
But like we don't
setup.
like know about them on like a scale like they might know about us.
No, well, exactly right. There's nobody really thinks that.
Like it could
stuff
go
exists
the
right
other
now.
way. It could just be like,
Oh yeah, no, they could embrace us, and you know everything could be changed and better. But yeah, I just don't think humans are a good enough species yet to really deserve any of that.
probably not.
No, I mean we do more bad than we do good in a lot of cases. It seems like so. Yeah, no, we're probably not ready. So that's probably why we still are in the place we are. But who knows? Like I said, it all could be made up. There could be no aliens, and we're just could be a simulation. There's that whole theory too. Like it could be anything.
Oh, like kind of like how the Matrix was. How
Yeah, basically the Matrix. Yeah, yeah. There's that. That's an Elon Musk theory.
Oh, Elon believes in that theory.
Yeah. He's one of the celebrity endorsers of that one. Yeah. So that the whole thing's a simulation, and we're just kind of living in it. So we're sort of creating the Earth in front of us, kind of thing, and glitches and deja vu and all that stuff, rendering issues. Like that's what UFOs are and stuff like that. Like, yeah, well, really, that's kind of our brains are just making hallucinations, right? It's just a chemical soup up there that's creating based on these signals we get this concept of what's in front of us. The only time we call reality just this when we have the same hallucination. Like that's what reality is.
I've always wondered that. Like, how do I know what blue looks like to you is what blue is to me?
Because of the distance of wavelengths and stuff. Now, yes, there are things like colorblindness and things like that.
No, like
but-
I mean, like what I think blue is something totally different to you.
Right, and you can tell based on the physical structure of the rods and cones of the how your optic nerve looks and stuff like that. There's some physical things that could show you whether you're colorblind or stuff like that, right? So that's how we know that they can be similar. We also know from science that that the visible light spectrum falls in a certain amount of wavelengths, and we can measure those wavelengths and things like that. So yes, we can kind of have a good strong idea that those are the same things, and we have enough communication and understanding to say that's blue, that's blue, that's blue. So again, I think it's hard to ever actually truly know that, but I think there's enough inferred evidence to say that blue is blue is blue. We all kind of see that unless you have a physical thing that is causing that not to be allowed. So all right, later, man.
Thanks for having us. Son.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm ready to fucking take a 12-hour nap.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what else do you want to know about? Yeah, I think aliens are real. I think that's the thing.
I hope they are. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I wish they'd come get me. It'd be awesome.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, yeah, I'll be subject to tests. I don't care. We get to be hanging with aliens. I'm sure they are better off than we are. So we'll be able to do like telepathy and all that stuff, right?
If they
So,
sense you're friendly, like
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I wish they would just go ahead and tell us that it exists already, and I hope people don't freak out too much. It's not that big a deal, because all you're doing is you're just getting the knowledge that it exists. Has been existing. It's been there the whole time, right? So
I think it would
hasn't
cause a
fucked up-
panic. It's like, well, like, where are they? Like, are they in our backyard? Are they invisible? Like,
Yeah, I just like to know what we know. If we don't know it, that's great though. Like, it doesn't matter, right? That's sort of the point. Is whatever it is, whatever knowledge we gain or what we think we know or whatever they tell us, it's already happening. So don't freak out. Like it's the same as it is now. You just have knowledge now, right?
Yeah.
So that's the key. Is just there's no reason
but on
to
a
panic
mass
based on
scale,
that.
just people would just
They would lose their shit because people aren't logical.
like
enough to
some
think it
dumb
that way.
one, like one dumb person would freak out because they're stupid and can't comprehend, and it would freak somebody else out because they're like, well, why are they freaking out?
Yeah,
And it would just snowball completely out of
Exactly.
control.
exactly. And I'd be on the side of it being, no, it's not the end of the world. And everyone else would be fucking losing their shit. No, nobody would think about it to that logical end. That's why,
Yeah.
go nuts. I don't know. I hope they tell us soon.
I think it'd be cool. I
Yeah.
think it'd be neat to like know they're there. Just like,
They're there. I'm sure they're there.
well, there's that whole theory that like all the upper echelon of government is like those reptile people.
Yeah.
That one. There's all
Oh,
those
yeah.
videos of the theories where their eyelid, the second eyelid. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I was watching those. I'm like, God damn it! Like you don't know because it's like the fucking it's like Bigfoot videos. You're just like, yeah, that's got to be fake. It's a Bigfoot video, but it's like, how do you know that that's fucking fake? Like, there's enough people that are
Yeah.
like, I fucking seen one right there. Like, it's not like you'd walk and be like, whoa, is that a Bigfoot? It's like, no, that's a giant fucking ape thing.
Yeah.
And I got a video of it, and it's like nobody's gonna believe it.
You know what? Like I said, I would believe it. They found all kinds of things that they didn't know existed or didn't think would grow that big or that thought were extinct for millions of years, like prehistoric fish they find washed up on shores and stuff like that. There's especially the ocean, right? There's
Oh yeah.
so vast. We haven't looked at any of it. Probably all kinds of stuff down there.
Yeah, I love that. I forget where I heard it, but it was like we know more about space than we do like the ocean.
Yeah, like 100 meters below the surface or whatever. Yeah, that's totally true.
Like what is it? Fucking. There's a David Attenborough documentary. I forget what it is, but it's about him, and he's basically it's him in a submarine, like a little one of those deep
Right.
pressure submarines, with like one of his buddies. They're both, obviously fucking scientists or
Yeah.
ecologists, whatever they're. And it's just like the whole documentary is them going deeper and deeper and deeper into this sub, and it's like, oh, all this like life and like the light, and it's like now it's getting a little darker. Things are getting smaller and kind of
Yeah,
weirder.
yeah.
Then it's like pitch black, and it just the part I love. It's like the other sub with the cameras in it is looking at that, and you just see him just boom. This spotlight comes on, and there's this like floating centipede thing like in the
Oh, yeah.
fucking light, and it's just like, what the shit is that thing?
Yeah.
It's like you can't see anything but like 6 feet in front of that sub, and it's just this thing in the light, and it's like, yeah, I don't know what that is. And they're just
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's the first time that's ever been documented on film. It's like a new species they discovered. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
No, I believe it, but that's the thing is
What's
just-
down there?
Exactly, and how they're saying they found like huge sharks, and they thinking maybe a megalodon still exists, and like any of that stuff could be true. Well, it's crazy that I don't know if you know any of the Younger Dryas or heard any of the stuff around that. So back like
Is
kinda,
that giant thing you were telling me about the one
I
time?
thought that was just Megalodon.
No, remember that giant fucking creature?
Yeah, no, so in North America there used to be lions here. There's what's known as the American lion. That was a thing that used to exist. There used to be a bear that was it's like twice the size of a polar bear or whatever.
Cave bears.
Yeah, there was like all kinds of woolly mammoths and all that, right? All the they have all the huge stuff in Africa. We basically had exactly that over here.
Yeah, we had those fucking what were they called? Like they called them like tall elk or something like that.
Oh,
They were like
the huge,
yeah,
huge,
those things
huge
were like I remember. Oh, what the fuck? I remember seeing pictures when I was a kid of those. I was like, oh yeah, whatever you think, it's like the size of like a moose. And then like I seen a comparison of something later in life, and it was like, it shows like human size
Yeah.
to what those were. It's like, Holy shit! No,
Yeah,
that
it's
thing
like
was
20
like fucking
it's like a bus,
massive.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like pool.
But that's the thing is that 1,100 years ago, all of a sudden, all of those things just died all at once.
Yeah.
Woolly mammoths, everything. It just died. And so what they think happened is the giant comet hit somewhere in Greenland and basically lit the world on fire. Like half of it. Like basically everything except for Africa.
So we've had 2 meteor hits caused
At least
major...
5, if not more.
Oh, I thought there was the one that killed the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That cooled
yeah,
the Earth down and caused
yeah.
the Ice Age.
Yeah. There is that one about 65 million years ago, but that's also happened 4 times prior to that as well. At least there was been four mass extinction events like that.
What was before the dinosaurs then?
Lots of other things. There was about 4 billion years ago. All there was like jellyfish and just ocean life, and then slowly amphibians came and whatever. But there's been times where it's like mass extinctions. There's been 5 sort of major mass extinctions, and there was probably astronomical events to do those.
Did you ever play the game Spore?
No, I don't think so.
Have you ever heard of it?
Sounds familiar.
Because it was like that evolution thing. You started off as this like little amoeba, and you'd eat things, and you'd grow, and then you'd eat like, I don't know, you were whatever's up from an amoeba or something.
Yeah.
And then you become like
zooplanktons.
like a plankton. Then you become like an invertebrate, like a jellyfish,
Yeah.
and then you become a fish. Then you can like go on the land and all that shit. It's a goofy game, but I thought it was awesome that somebody made that.
Yeah.
It's just like, boom, there's an evolution game.
Yeah.
Bitch asses.
Well, Jurassic Park's an evolution game.
Oh, Jurassic Park was a great one.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think? Do you have any theory on like them cloning prehistoric animals? I know they want to do it with I don't know if they did it with a mammoth. Did they do it?
Yeah, and they used I believe they used a elephant to carry it.
Yeah.
And that birthed it, I believe, is what happened there. So
what is
a woolly mammoth was they basically took the DNA from that and put it inside the embryo of an elephant, and then put it inside of an elephant, and the elephant gave birth to the woolly mammoth.
So where's this sumbitch at? I know that happened a couple years ago.
It lasted like 3 days or something like that, or maybe a little bit of time.
Died?
It didn't last very long.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't that, how would that die? Like, you think that would work? They're relatives.
It's close, but apparently it wasn't close enough, right? It's not exactly a woolly mammoth in that case. It's kind of like if you had a donkey and a horse, it makes a mule. It'd be that kind of concept. So
I wonder if it'd be
like
sterile.
a liger or something like that, right? It's
yeah.
It would be kind of likely down the middle on that.
Now those things, I'm
Maybe,
pretty sure
I don't
those
know.
are like, they become sterile. Like when you breed a horse and a
Yeah.
donkey, like the mule is sterile.
Yeah,
So you can't breed mules.
Yeah, it's because it has an odd number. Usually it's because it has an odd number of chromosomes and stuff like that. That's why it becomes sterile. Can't split evenly to create the two.
So would that
gametes. I forget what they're called.
So would it technically have like autism? Isn't that what it is? That's an extra chromosome.
It's supposed to have that many though. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if it deviates from that, then yes, it would have like a syndrome or something like that. Yeah.
Because I'm wondering if that's why they're like a. Welcome back.
Snack break. Where we at? Playing games.
Kitchen.
Oh.
What do you got there? Fucking peppermint patties?
Yeah.
Is that the... Oh, no, that's a Klondike bar. I was like, what would you do for it? Yeah.
Wouldn't do shit for these.
No.
Maybe go for chocolate.
They're all right. It's like brushing your teeth with candy.
Yeah. My mom used to always buy those. She had, like, candy dishes, and it's just, like, fucking...
Yeah.
Fuck, it's something. You just, like,
Exactly.
power back 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the York peppermint, that's what they were.
Yeah.
I used to love the After Eights. Those were so good. The sticks.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Crunchy.
The little fucking chocolate chopsticks. Mint chocolate chopsticks.
Yeah, they were good. They were better than those ones, that's for sure.
Yeah. Or you could get the round discs.
Yeah, I've seen them that way too. Yeah, that's usually how I got them at restaurants and stuff like that.
The funniest thing about them though is they're like a discount fucking candy. Like they're always in like you get them at like the bargain shop. I don't think I've ever bought them at Zayre's. It's just like go to the bargain shop and they're like fucking or Dollarama's got them.
Yeah, probably Bulk Barn. They probably got.
Yeah, they got a
good
bin
there,
of them.
Man. There's so many good things at Bulk Barn.
Oh my god, Bulk Barn is dangerous because it's just like all I want to do is just fucking mound this pail of gummy bears.
Oh yeah, there's one time I went to.
It's a drum.
I was like, oh, I need a bunch of seasonings. I'll go there and get like glasses and a bunch of seasonings. But I got way too many, and so it was like $80 worth of like stuff because we got way too much.
It's okay because I'm buying in bulk.
Yeah, exactly. It was way too bulk.
Yeah, but like
All the
you'll
bulk.
never have to buy fucking dill
no.
seasoning for the rest of your fucking life.
No, exactly. It would go bad before you use it. Is what ended up happening.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's like we got one of those the seasoning racks that spin with all the jars.
Right.
Dude, I was like, when we got it, I'm like, man, I'm gonna season everything. I've used like 3 of them.
Yeah, that's funny.
Lightly.
Yeah.
I usually just go in the. I got the other
What
fuck.
is coming?
Yeah.
Coming. I don't want any of that on there. Babe, you want some coming on you? I mean, on your steak?
Oh, God.
No, what's the one? Oh, okay. So you ever seen Meat Eater? The show Meat Eater?
Yeah. Great
Yeah,
show.
fucking amazing
It's a
show.
good show.
I love that they actually show the parts of that they're
Okay,
cutting away.
so you ever seen the cooking ones?
yeah.
And he has a certain spice he likes, and it's called coriander.
yeah.
Yeah, I never knew what fucking coriander was until a couple of weeks ago when I was watching it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try coriander. So I put it on my fucking steak like he does. Yeah, I don't like it. It tastes really fucking bad. I'm like, first thing I bite into this, I'm like, God damn it, Stephen Rinella, you led me wrong here. Like,
Shouldn't put coriander on a steak.
No, that's not the right move there.
no, he puts it on fucking everything.
Yeah. I don't know. What do we normally put on everything?
Franks.
Salt, pepper.
I just put
Salt,
a ton of
pepper.
Franks. A ton of Franks, yeah.
On what, like meat?
You don't even have to be a good cook, just have Franks.
Salt,
Yeah.
pepper, garlic, parsley.
Yeah. About it.
You know, okay.
Man.
Cool Running sauce.
Yeah, like
Cool
Tex-Mex.
Running sauce.
Or it's like a Caribbean shake kind of
Oh.
mix. It's good, yeah.
Do you still have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, when you cook, what's the difference between when she cooks and when you cook?
I'm really good. She's not.
No. See,
Admittedly so in both cases.
how about you, Marsh? If you're still awake.
I'd say it's equal.
Equal?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
I find that
we're both good.
Ricky, like my girlfriend, is a good cook. She cooks all the time. She doesn't get like experimental with it. Me, it's like she'll be like, "Can you cook steak tonight?" It's like, "All right, I got like seasonings out. I got fucking marinades going. I'm making my own fucking seasonings or fucking spreads for it. I got like flames going. Fucking Austin.
It's a production.
Austin Crum taught me this thing his dad does. You mix like vinegar and you like all your seasonings or whatever in like a bottle and you spray it. Like you spray the meat down so it keeps the heat down, but it also like infuses it. I don't know. It's good. It works well. It works really good on like charcoal because it helps keep the heat kind of lower.
Yeah, you got it low and slow. That's what's important, right?
Yeah. So yeah,
I get the natural gas going so I can get her nice and low.
Yeah, that's what I'm on right now. But
Yeah.
So what? She doesn't have heart in her cooking?
No, she does, but she doesn't like
No
get
soul.
all like wild with it. And I'm always like, babe, try this steak. She's like, why? What is it? I'm like, it's like bourbon lime and hot sauce.
Yeah.
She's like, what? I'm like, just try it. Fucking tries it, loves it. I made like we had chicken breast one day, and I'm like, I don't want just like plain breast. She'll just eat plain chicken breast with ketchup.
That's rough.
With ketchup.
Yeah, like she likes it.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude, ketchup
All right,
on everything.
Whatever. I guess she's eating it. I don't have to.
Yeah, it's she puts ketchup on like fucking
I'm not into it.
pizza.
Yeah.
Ketchup on. I'm like,
That's fucking no.
That's wrong.
right? I'm like, dude, she put ketchup on a steak. I made one. Like I got like nice steaks one time, and she just puts a little pile of ketchup next to it and dunks it in. I'm just like, come on. And I'm like, how do you like your steaks? Well done. Get the fuck out of my house. I'm like,
That's just you just put that there because you're supposed to. You don't order that.
yeah. I don't know what that is.
Oh my god. Ketchup on steak. That's brutal.
Yeah. So
Sacrilege.
well, now on the upside is I save money on steaks because
Oh yeah,
I don't buy expensive steak anymore. Because why the fuck should I?
get cut-o steak.
Yeah, just whatever flank,
Yeah.
flank steak. Sure. Yeah, pretty much. But anyways, yeah, no, she will eat just plain chicken breast and ketchup, and it's like, come on, like let me spice this up. So I get like the can of tomatoes out. I'm dicing those, fucking basil. That's when I use the seasoning rack, the 3 jars.
Yeah.
Little basil, some fucking little extra thyme. I don't know what else I put in there. Something else, probably dill weed.
Made bacon blush sauce. Homemade pasta the one day, handmade fucking pasta. It took forever. Awesome.
You're rolling it out and slicing it up.
Jesus
thin
Christ.
and everything.
Titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's so
good.
yeah.
So
So
much
good.
bacon.
To
too.
be honest, though, I feel like it's only good because you've just
Right?
thought
You
about
just
it
put your
and
fucking
slaved into
Heart
it.
and soul into
Oh,
it for
yeah.
3 hours. Plus, I didn't have a rolling pin, so we had to use a wine bottle.
Hey, whatever
Grind
fucking
it
works.
out,
Works.
working the
Couple of
glass.
rolls, couple of sips, couple more rolls.
No, I already polished that one off.
Oh yeah. Oh, into the old
Empty
vino, eh?
bottle. Every so often now, yeah. I got a few for Christmas, so been opening them up. And once you open them, you gotta drink it for an entire fucking week because you gotta use it. Otherwise, it's gonna go bad. So,
Hashtag mom life.
mom, life,
Mom life.
yeah, like single mom over here.
You said it, Chris.
Mom's getting
No, I
wine
did. I
drunk.
said that the other day. Yeah, I was like, sorry, honey, mom's gotta have her happy juice. Can't play
I'm
today."
trying to get Ricky so Ricky doesn't drink.
Yeah.
I've been pushing her. I'm like, babe, you should just start drinking wine. Like, you're a mom now. Might as well. She's like, I was thinking that the other day. It's like, the fucking thought is there.
Yeah.
I'm going to come home. She's
You're
going to be,
cooking with a fuck ton of it.
she's going to be hammered.
Yeah, you're gonna probably want to start her on a Riesling, something nice and sweet, little
Fuck.
even keel for her.
No, get her that fucking, what's that, girls' night out? Or she likes that
The
pear
bourbon.
one.
Yeah.
That
okay.
pear wine. Oh, yeah. She gets into that sometimes. When I say she gets into that, she has like half a glass.
Yeah.
And then she's like, do you want the rest of this? It's like, really? She's like, yeah, I don't want any more. Yeah, I'll go get another one of my own.
I was watching Jurassic Park today.
Dude, I just bought this shirt today for the podcast. I was over in the States, Ricky's.
We did film a little bit, so I guess there's
Yeah.
a reasoning for.
I'm,
sure.
we were at Myers. So we go to the States. This is how I know I'm getting fucking old. She's like, where do you want to go? I'm like, I don't know, like Walmart or Myers is really the only place I want to go. So we went to Dick's.
Yeah.
Bought a knife. Bought a fucking dude. So okay, I'm one of these everyday carry guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of obvious, I think.
Oh, he's got lots of knives on him at all.
So I found this thing at Dick's, and it's called like a true tough gear. I don't know. So anyways, this is a little mini fucking lighter. It's fucking it works. Hold on.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
So it's just like nice. So if any given moment I need to have some fire, I got it on my keys.
that's pretty cool.
I think it's cool. I think it's stupid, but I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Is it
Better than most of the
fuel?
stuff you
Is it
buy.
just like a really-
Yeah, it's like I just filled it with Zippo fluid. So
Oh, you can fill it.
yeah, you can just refill, the thing pops out. I was filling it up. It literally takes like half a fucking squirt. I'm just like, oh, it's all
Oh,
over the phone. I'm like,
everywhere,
oh,
yeah.
for fuck's sakes. But yeah, so I got that, and then I got my CRKT minimalist buoy.
Surprised you don't have more trouble at the border bringing all those knives with you into the States. And
I bought
back
this
and-
over there and brought it back.
Exactly. That's my point.
Well, I
You
mean,
don't declare it though.
I do, yeah.
Oh.
If they ask, yeah. They're like, anything declared? No. Didn't ask. Any knives? It's not illegal to buy a knife.
No, I guess it's not.
So-
But it just seems.
I'm not gonna
sketchy.
just be like, yes, I have a ass ton of knives on me at the moment. I'm like, oh, that's good.
They're all up my ass.
I have asked. They have asked. Be like, oh, any guns or knives? Be like, yeah, I bought a knife over there. Oh, what'd you buy? This, nothing crazy. Like, I mean, this has a little bit more of a. Oh, I got this thing. Check that out. Because like the sheath is attached to my belt. I can't just like pop it off and. No, I gotta draw down. Oh, I made a sale at Dick's Sporting Goods today for some people. I'm standing there looking at knives, and there's like this couple, and they're just like, "What should we get them?" They're like looking at all the knives, and I don't know if
one with
I don't, yeah,
fucking.
yeah. It's like I don't know. What about one of these? And I'm just like, I'm sorry, but I'm like, what kind of knife are you looking for? They're like, oh, it's for our nephew. He's 18. We just think he should have like like a pocket knife. He's a man. I'm like, you're gonna want to go to Gerber. And she's like, well, what about these plier things? And I'm like, oh, one of these. And I pull one out. I'm like, I use this every day. Yeah. But if you want to get him a knife, get him a knife. Don't get a multi-tool. It's like, you got to want to have a multi-tool on.
Yeah.
I have
3 of them. I don't carry it.
Really?
Don't use it. Well, I'm not allowed to use tools at work, so that'd be a big no-no.
You got any Leathermans?
Just get myself. Sorry?
You got any Leathermans?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, damn it. So you want to sell one?
Yeah. I don't even know. I'll find them and pull them out here.
I'm in the market for a new multi-tool, so I don't know. It's like I only have the one. I never like switch it out. I'm like paranoid to lose it. And it's like because I always switch out like my knife setup.
Right.
It's always like I know this sounds like borderline feminine, but I always gotta like set up what I'm gonna wear to work.
You gotta accessorize your knives.
Oh yeah.
Make it match your eye color. And
In me and my girlfriend's bedroom together, I have the top of a toolbox chest, and it's got like my daily accessories. So like the top is like immediate, so like phone, wallet, my not even sunglasses. So I started wearing yellow lensed aviators.
Yeah. You're
right.
About that.
So those are up there. Yeah. The bracelet will be up there because that's an everyday thing. I got the Leatherman tread. The watch I sleep with on. That's like the Casio fucking Ultra Illuminator or whatever. In gold and black because I gotta get a little bling going on.
Gotta have the bling.
Gotta have some like. Somebody made a comment. They're like, "Look at this guy with his icy ass watch." I'm like, "It's $40. What the fuck are you talking about? It's like fucking gold." It's like
it looks like it's gold. It looks real.
I need it. Yeah, like like I'm maintenance. I'm kind of flashy at work. I gotta stay flashy, right? Yeah. Not too flashy, but flashy enough.
You're very flashy.
Oh yeah,
with the yellow aviators, just set that whole look off.
So the other day I was like, how ridiculous can we get here? So I got steel toe cowboy boots first of all. So I got those on. I got like the boot cut jeans that I wear just fucking every day. On the belt, so I have a fucking like the auto retracting key ring.
Right.
With like 15 keys and some cards. Like my access cards.
Of course you got 15 keys, yeah.
Oh yeah. One of which is a knife.
Of course. Gotta have a knife.
So then I have...
In case your other 4 knives break.
So then I decided I was going to wear... I got a... it's a Condor 2 River Skinner. It's only like a, 4-inch fixed blade. Leather sheath. It's pretty nice.
Right.
I got that on the cross draw. That's on the left side.
Right.
And then on the other side I have a flashlight. And then my gloves are hanging off of my fucking belt too. And I got like a knife in one pocket. Fucking
Batman.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
multi-tool in the other.
Yeah, where'd you put the bear spray?
Didn't have the bear spray. I had red fucking like red and black plaid shirt on with my fucking. I got this like. It's like a tan vest, and on the inside is like the sheepskin.
Oh jeez. I gotta have the sheepskin.
I got that and the yellow aviators.
Oh god.
And I'm at work.
Don't want to be too flashy.
Sheriff.
Yeah, No, don't get too flashy. You're taking this Red Dead Redemption thing a little bit too far.
Oh, yeah.
If you have a bandana, I'm just gonna be like, yeah.
No, that was in the back pocket.
I'm on a horse. Yeah. You actually had a bandana. Of course you did. Why would you?
Oh,
not?
I have a sinus infection, so I have a hanky.
Okay.
I decided.
Well, that's a classic move, though, right? What's his name? Nick Offerman does that. It's one of the things in his book.
Ron
It's like
Swanson?
always, yeah, the Ron Swanson character from Parks and Rec. He always like, oh, you gotta have a handkerchief, right?
Gotta have a
That's
handkerchief.
Gentleman's thing.
I don't have one on me now. Like I want to expand mine because mine are just like the cowboy paisley ones.
Right. You gotta accessorize. Yeah, those don't quite fit your outfit. You need
you
solid yellow, freaking bright.
No,
glow
I
in
wanna
the
get,
dark
like-
bullshit.
I've seen one on Pinterest. I
You look
fucking
good.
love.
Yeah.
You haven't said too much in the last hour and a half.
I've been battling it this whole last
You look
hour.
pale, dude. Like you look like you're strong.
You gonna faint again?
No, I'm good.
So this one time Marshall fainted.
Oh, I've fainted before.
Did you ever hear this story when he fainted?
Times.
How I made him faint?
No, how'd you do that?
Well, first off, I'm obviously not too flashy, but so we're at Chris's little fucking worker's house that he used to live in.
On the right road.
Yeah. So we're sitting in the kitchen, and this is like, I don't know, we're like fucking 23 or
That
something.
was a while ago. That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Longer
at
than
least
that,
5
yeah.
years
So-
ago, yeah.
We're standing in the kitchen. He's leaning against the counter. I'm leaning against the wall. We're talking. I'm just telling a story. I was like, blah, 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 blah. Boom. And I went like that. Like, we're high as fuck. And as soon as I clapped, he fucking just buckled and fell and hit the
I
ground.
just dropped.
And
as
Chris
soon
is
as
like,
clapped,
"Did you
I
just
went
fucking
full
hit him?"
biscuit.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I didn't even fucking touch him. And I like go over to him like, dude. And he just like tenses up all fucking weird and then like releases and like opens his eyes like, what are you guys doing down there? And it's like, dude, you're on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
He's like, what? It's like, get the fuck up. What the fuck up? I don't know, man.
It was
Yeah, you were out for
Crazy.
like 3 seconds.
Yeah. This was like my beginnings of smoking weed. Like when it was just
Oh, now
way
you
too
look
much
freaked
type
out.
of thing.
Back in the day when
Nothing
you used to hide it
changed,
in
I
your
guess.
protein
Nothing.
bottle.
Every time.
Marshall was the first guy I knew to buy a pipe. He had a glass
I
like
still use
pipe.
a pipe.
Oh, those
Yeah.
things are fucking brutal.
They're good.
Our
They're-
first
they're
pipe was our
harsh,
dad's.
but they're like they get to the point. It's fun.
I
Remember
use
that?
like I have tobacco
Getting
pipes.
dad's pipe out in the
Yeah, it's pot. They just let
Yeah.
it dry.
we like smoke
And
it
asked
all.
us when the bag was gone. Like, what the fuck happened here? she gone.
I was like, you're not gonna use it before it goes bad, so
It was bad.
yeah, it wasn't that good.
Do you remember smoking bad weed? Like back in the day, it was like fucking it's weed.
That was
Yeah.
bad. That was just like some homegrown shit that was like leafy as fuck and
Yeah.
sat in a drawer outside for like months.
That was weed back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Like I remember. Well, actually, even no, you weren't there for that. Chris was over. Okay, so above my dad's workshop, he had built me like just a fucking loft, and I'd put a bar up there. We used to like get just shit faced. So one day Andrew brings over weed, Hotsy, and he's just like, dude, I got some weed off a buddy. It'll be good. So we like roll one up, rough as shit. It's pregnant as hell, like 9 months. Fucking spark this thing up. So it's me, Nick, Chris, and Andrew.
Okay.
So we all smoke this thing.
That's
me,
a crew.
me and
Yeah, those
Andrew
7
are
brain
like
cells
kind
are
of, like we're kind of high. We're like, all right, like feeling this. Nick and Chris are like about the same. Whatever. Night subsides, everybody goes home. The next day, Nick texts me, he's like, dude, what the fuck was with the weed? I'm like, what are you talking about? I slept fine. I was like, whatever. Apparently, he couldn't sleep. He laid in bed for an hour and a half staring at a water bottle and just turning it because it was pissing him off because it wasn't right. And then he finally got so mad, he just whipped it. And then I guess he got up while he was like sleepwalking. I think he went downstairs, put his work boots on. He was naked. And then went and sat down on his dad. He had like a towel on his head and his work boots, and he was ass naked. Just went and sat on the couch, but his dad was sitting there, so he sat on his fucking dad.
What the fuck?
That's weird.
He's put like I think he put a pillow in a fridge once or something like that. Oh yeah, his mom used to.
Wow,
Oh
that's
yeah,
a lot of.
oh, it was hilarious. But anyways, yeah. So he was fucked up, and he's like, "What the fuck?" So all that happened, and then Chris got fucked up too. He didn't remember anything.
Really?
So I don't know if like there was mold in that, but
Yeah, something.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish I would have had a wilder night than what I had.
Yeah, you got the wrong portion.
Yeah, what the shit?
Not doing it right.
Could you imagine you're 50 years old and you're like 250 pounds, son, naked and starts jumping on you? You son of a bitch.
It's exactly Uncle Jeff
Get
and
out of
Mitchell.
my house.
Yeah.
I can imagine it because I know exactly the same people.
Oh, I could only imagine Mitch.
It's
Like
always
he used
so
to be. Mitch used to get so fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember the one time.
Style.
What the fuck was the one time I think I went over there and he was passed out. He was sitting in a stool, upright, sleeping with a beer fucking spilt over, but he was just perched properly up on the bar stool,
Yeah, it's amazing.
steady as a rock.
He can sleep standing up. It's impressive. I've seen him do it a few times.
He is a unique individual. I'm not gonna lie. Like I can't wait for Chris's wedding because I can't wait to see how fucked up Mitch is gonna get.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see who's.
You might have his.
Who gets
What do
a
you
little
okay
sloshy.
okay without this getting out of control on the air here? How fucked up do you think people are gonna get at Chris's wedding?
I don't know. I don't think the brushes are really hardcore, and we'll be okay. I don't know. I don't think it'll be that.
What do you
crazy.
think? What do you think is gonna happen?
I agree. Based on the where do we go? The heritage place or whatever.
Yeah. I'll be
It'll
the
be like
I'll be the drunkest
50,
one,
50.
probably.
We're not, I don't know that. Yeah, it'll be average.
Is
Yeah.
Nick Barker going to that wedding?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Because if he's going, what you guys think is gonna happen is not gonna happen.
Okay.
And me and him, our goal is to get Chris as fucked up as possible. Like, I want to see him throwing up outside. I don't want him to throw up inside. I don't want to fucking throw up on
deal
Jenna. Or
with
anything.
it, yeah.
I want him near the end of the night to be out back, just like, dude, this is a great night. Fucking. Have you ever seen him get sick?
No.
It's awkward.
I don't know if I've ever
He-
seen
he-
him drunk.
He threw up over my bar at my old house into a trash can.
Oh yeah. Good.
That's why
great.
he told me he was good at basketball once. I'm like, dude, I have no doubt. Your fucking your coordination is great because I seen you barf 3 feet into a trash can.
Yeah, like,
Not even a trash can. It was a fucking construction cone with top cut off and a bag in it. So it was like this big, and he's just like drained it. I was like,
yeah.
I'm like, dude, get the fuck away from the bar. Go outside. Like,
That's impressive.
sweet shot, but whoa.
Yeah, he's a
Impressive.
projectile
My,
vomiter
you gotta
for
remember,
sure.
yeah. The other
It's
thing
like,
too is,
worst
I
part,
hate it
man.
when that happens.
dude, remember fucking
It's often.
Nick's diaper party?
Yeah.
Me and him were outside having a team barf.
Oh.
I'm outside throwing up. He comes out. He's like, dude, I ain't feeling good. I'm like, that's why I'm out here. Blah. I'm just like, fucking, I'm embracing it. Went back in, start drinking again.
You ever see that Mad TV thing where they do the dairy challenge and they're like both puking in the bin and then the guy's coming over top of them and they're like fighting to puke in the bin?
Oh.
Oh no, yeah, it's exactly what I'm thinking there. You guys just like swapping
That's
off.
the
Blah,
you gotta
blah,
drink
blah.
4 liters or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh.
You can't. Like, it's not possible.
yeah. No, it's like it's supposed to be what's his name? Kenny Rogers.
Oh.
Like a spoof of him doing jackass stuff. It's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, me and Marshall were talking about it a couple days ago. Like, back in the day, we used to just drink to get fucked up.
Oh yeah.
It was like, what are you doing tonight? Oh, you're coming over. Just, the goal was to how wasted can we get?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was
Saturday.
Saturday University.
You're
yeah.
just like, let's go.
Yeah.
First, second, third, or something, year of college or whatever. Just
You mean when I
college.
dropped out? Remember when I dropped out and came home?
Yeah.
I came home,
Continued to party.
I'm in the back of my mom's van. Fucking drop out in January. Like, fuck. Oh, no. Remember I came home for, like, fucking Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
That was the first time I met Colleen Todd.
Came to the high school and everything like that.
Yeah, I went and visited Jesse Bosley at the high school.
Oh, yeah.
Because he did a victory lap, so I roll up like, what up? I'm in college.
Yeah, you're that guy now.
Yeah.
That's the thing I love about high school girls.
Yeah.
I get just keep.
Well, I
getting
texted
older
him, I'm
and
like,
they
dude, what's
stay
going
the
on tonight?
same
He's like, yo, there's a
age.
party at
Yeah.
fucking
Yes,
Kelly
they do.
Van's house. So we go to this party at Kelly Van's house. Used to always be party at the Vans.
Didn't they have prom there one year?
Yeah.
Both of them, I think.
They had like, I think they had 2 prom. Yeah, they had like
They had-
2 prom parties for sure.
Mine was there.
Mine was
No,
there.
mine wasn't.
And
Year before me.
I went to all of them that were there.
yeah.
You would be going to the all kinds of random.
Yeah,
Are you going? Yeah, I was gonna say, who are you going with to the next one? I figured you already got that hooked up. God damn it, Rico.
Todd went to a lot of proms.
That's funny.
I went to 4.
I didn't go to 4.
Wow.
I think I went to 2, and I went to like 4 of the parties. I went to my party, the party a year earlier than me, a party a year after than me, and then a party a year after that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Because I was
What
with
a-
like J-Bos and Brozier and them.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys doing? Like, oh, we're going to a prom party. I'll go. I remember the first time I went to a
Outside
fucking
going.
party with Herd.
Yeah.
That was, I remember like some drunk chick fucking pulled herself out of a ditch and knew him. I'm like, what are the fucking odds?
That
We're
sounds
walking,
about right.
we're walking across a yard in the dark, and she just like climbs out of a ditch. She's like, Herd, what's up? He's like, yo, and just like keep fucking walking. It's like, what the fuck? Where did you take me?
It's crazy.
I was out in Kingsville. That explains it.
Oh,
Oh man, nobody has like house parties anymore. Well, yeah, there was that fucking. Did you go to that one at Cade's?
Yeah.
The one I showed up at?
When was that? It was like a month ago or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Cause
I went
yeah,
to like 4.
really?
Yeah. It was
Oh my
fast.
God.
I drive everyone home at 4:30 in the morning.
Jesus. Yeah, because I remember Tay called me at like 12 because he wouldn't answer his phone.
I was sleeping.
She's like, "Can you come pick me up at Cade's?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be right there." Drive down there, and she comes out. I'm like, "No. I'm gonna go walk in there and say hi to Cade, and I'm gonna come back."
Yeah, fucking, who was there? Pat Cox was there.
Yeah, Cox was there. I'm like, "What are you doing here?" Fucking Doug Thompson was there. Wasn't that like 2 days after his fucking wedding?
really?
Yeah.
A hell of a party.
What the fuck? Who else was there? Fucking, there's a lot of people. Oh, Mac. I seen Mac. He was fucked up. I'm like, dude, Mac, what are you doing? He's like,
That's classic.
See, someone stole his lights.
I mean, it's lights. Like, they unscrewed the light bulbs and took them.
No, okay, so you heard of like hue lights or whatever, like, you can change the colors of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They
these
had
smart
those
lights. Man.
apparently, so like I don't know why he unscrewed them because like he didn't want someone to take them and he put them up like near the front door or whatever. And he checked the next day, one was like on his neighbor's lawn and they were gone from where he put them. Someone stole his fucking lights. This is the funniest shit ever.
That's pretty good.
welcome to a Harrow party.
Oh, we did all kinds of stupid shit like that in university. Stealing random shit from people's houses.
Yeah.
Stole lawn furniture one time.
We put a guy through a wall at a house party in college.
Yeah, we think we did that. We put a hole in the wall too. Yeah.
Burned an entire rug that someone had out of garbage. It was fucked. They almost lit Lem's trees in his back of his house. It was fucked. It was like a 6-foot rug or whatever, all rolled up. Just woof.
We went right up, man. Yeah, we burned the carpet in our house one time. Inside the house. Yeah, I was gone.
Campfires.
I was gone for like Easter or something. I don't know. I was around exams. My one buddy was studying for exams. He was getting bored, and he looks over at the axe thing, and it says extremely flammable. Now it's not regular flammable. It's extremely flammable. So he's got
extreme kind.
So he didn't know what that meant. So he had to test this out, right? So
What
he
is
goes
the
and
definition of it?
yeah, extreme. So he just takes like a paper towel, covers it in axe, and then like lights it on fire, and then sure enough, it gets down to his hand. He's like, "Oh, that's hot," and drops it. Instead of like trying to put it out on the ground, he like sprayed the axe can on it and stoked it up more. And he came back and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then they put it out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that was dumb." So there's this big burn mark. So they were gonna try and like paint it so it wouldn't look so black. It was closer to the blue that was there. They only had white paint, so they were just like taking like pen ink and like other things to try and like shaving pencils into it and stuff to try and like darken it up and like tried to paint it. It was bad.
Wow.
It didn't help. Unsurprisingly. Yeah, this guy's so funny.
I stayed in, when I went to college, I stayed in the res, and that got a little wild. It was 3 floors.
Yeah.
And we had like forestry students in there, hairdressers, and pilots. So it's a pretty good combination in the suit. So we all got fucked up constantly. I remember the one night we were having kayak races down the stairs. Like we had these little fucking short kayaks, and you gotta like go down the fucking stairs. Somebody wore a paddle to the face. A shaving cream fight broke out once, and some guy fell down the stairs. I was walking through the hallway, and like we used to always just leave the doors open because it was just like, you left the door open, you want people to stop in.
Yeah.
So I'm walking down, seeing his door open. All of a sudden, I just see a fucking like an empty Texas Mickey bottle just like fly by my face and hit the wall and just like explode. And it's like, what the fuck is this? I poke my head in, they're like laughing, like idiots.
Well, probably because they just drank a Texas Mickey.
We almost got fucking arrested. We were on the roof of the college. We had like a huge snowfall, and we set up like vert ramps for the snowboards, and we were dropping in off the top of the college.
Wow.
Yeah, we couldn't get onto the top of the ramp. That was probably a good idea. That was like 30 feet up.
Yeah, I went on top of the resident smoke pot up there a few times.
Ours was like
We
steep
never got
steel.
caught, though. Yeah, no, it was flat roof.
Oh, yeah.
It actually wasn't that hard to get up.
I was say yeah, because if we could have got up there, we probably would have fucking jumped off the top of the roof.
Yeah.
We did some dumb shit.
Oh yeah. I remember one time we went on the top of my friend's apartment in Toronto, so it was like whatever. I don't even know how many stories we were up, 20 stories up, but they were showing me pictures on their phone the next day. I was like, I don't remember being up there. So drunk, I don't remember it, but there's no guard or barrier around the whole thing. It was
Oh my god.
pretty sketchy. Yeah, smart. I'm surprised I'm still alive, all this stupid crap. We got caught one time on campus. My one buddy we decided to steal a pylon, like one of those big road pylons, or we were carrying it across campus. And, yeah, we got to go around this one corner, like, oh, okay, the campus police are there. So they tried to go like through the student center, and then of course they saw them and stopped them. He had to go, like, they took his student card, and he had to go back the next day and get it and stuff. But we're always doing stupid things like that.
I got busted in the Sioux for fucking, well, not busted, but like the cops gave me a good warning. I was running down the side of the road wasted, kicking election signs off.
Oh my god.
Boot them. The cops just like, that's a federal offense, man. I'm like, oh shit.
Sign.
Yeah.
I know Cade took one and we cut the person's like portrait out of it and like put his face in it. And it was on Facebook. It was like vote for ... Cade Baldwin. It was charismatic Shack. He cut him on the side.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
A lot of this stuff got deleted off Facebook. Facebook memories shows you how fucked social network used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed that one. As always, remember to hit the like button, share, comment, turn that bell on for notifications when the next one goes up. And make sure to listen next time to the Cavecast.
So good.